Our next group break is going to be 2020 Bowman's Best Baseball Dual Hobby Box Random Division Group Break number 30. 6 spots in the break because there's 6 divisions at stake. We're going to randomize both the spots and the MLB divisions 5 times. Then we're going to pair up the 2 lists. Whichever division ends up next to your spot, teams that fall in that division. Those will be the cards you look for because those will be the cards that you receive. So here we go. Good luck. First up, we need a new list. There's our 6 spots. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Christopher on top, Michael on bottom. After that, you're going to have the AL East, AL Central, AL West, and NL East, NL Central, and NL West. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. NL Central on top, NL West on bottom. So Christopher, you start us off with the NL Central. Daniel, back-to-back the NL East and the AL East. KC, the AL Central. Christopher, the AL West. Then Michael, the NL West. So good luck on your divisions. Here we go. Again, 2 chrome autos per mini box. 30 cards per mini box. 5 cards per pack for 6 packs. Okay, got Akiyama Reds, Dunn Mariners, Sugo for the Rays, Franchise 2020 Loreno A's, then Lissy Royals. Okay, Rich, if it does not fill tonight, then what happens is it gets moved to the next time that breaker is live. So if you bought into one of my breaks, if it does not fill tonight, then it moves to tomorrow because tomorrow night I will be live again at 6. There's no sort of like notification, like you won't get an email. Now, if you email me, then I could email you when I'm about to run the break if you would like. If you're one of my breaks, if it's not one of my breaks, then you could email the breaker if you remember the breaker that you bought into their break. Which now we start putting our names in the titles, so you should be able to tell that rather easily. And that's how that works typically. See here, Blake Snell Rays. Then you got Jordan Alvarez Astros. And then Aristides Aquino for the Reds. And then Robert Hassel San Diego. See if you can run it back. All right, dugout. You did hit pretty decent. We got a base, Mike Trout. Did that answer your question, Rich? And then also we have a YouTube channel like here in the chat. If you do exclamation point and then the letters Y and T for YouTube, that'll bring up our link to our YouTube videos because we post all of our breaks to YouTube. So if you do happen to miss the break live, you can always catch it on YouTube. Mookie here, Dodgers. Miguel, Tigers. Then our first auto, Luis Castillo, Cincinnati, and the NL Central. Going to Christopher. It's my break. Okay, which one is it? Go. Then you got Bobby Witt Jr. Royals. Then you got Solar for the Royals as well. Nolan Arenado. Then you got Jordan Alvarez, number 10 of 150 for the AL West. Football losing 8-15. Okay, that's another thing to note too. The times are just estimates. We won't run a break. We won't run a break until it fills. So all the times on the site, they're just estimates because whenever we list a break, we have to list it with both a date and a time. So, I mean, really the time is just there just because it has to be. But really it's just an estimate because we just run the break as soon as it fills. Allie Rushman for the Orioles. And Julio Rodriguez, Mariners. Josh Bell, Pirates. Juan Soto, Nationals. Austin Meadows for the Rays. And then Mike Trout, franchise favorites. Okay, and for everyone involved in the break, I do want to show y'all something real quick with these cards that are coming out of these packs. So here, if you take a look from the side view, and you can see it if we move down and we move it down, you can see how it's not flat. Okay? So if you receive your cards from this break and then, you have a question as to why are they that way, that's just this type of material for these type of cards specifically. It just happens over time with these ones. It just sometimes it's not as bad as others. But I just wanted y'all to know, like, for example, like if you look at the stack here, you see how the stack isn't flat? So I just wanted y'all to know, so that way when you receive your cards, that's just how they're coming out of the packs for these particular boxes. So just wanted to give y'all a heads up so y'all aren't surprised when you receive your cards. Okay, so you got Bryce Harper here for the Phillies. Then you got Tim Anderson, White Sox. And you got Power Producers, Nolan Arenado. Our next auto is going to be for the Angels, Reed, AL West. Going to Christopher. So there we go. Then you got Matt Chapman for the Athletics. Second mini box. It's also why sometimes it makes it so it's very hard to like stack these cards, because since they don't stack flat like that, if you stack them up too high, they'll tip over. So we tend to just leave them like stacked by their individual divisions, so that way it prevents that from happening. Okay, you got AJ Athletics, and then you got Buster Posey Giants, Allie Rushman, and that's out of 250. That's number 10 of 250 for the Orioles. And you got Luis Robert, franchise 2020. And Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. Because, like, you can even see, like, you see how, like, when the, like, I'm holding the card straight up. But you see how it's, like, kind of making a curve there? Yeah. So, Manny Machado. You got Joey Votto for the Reds. You got Dan there for the Brewers. You got Justin for the Rangers. And you got Corey Kluber for the Rangers as well. You're going to have Mr. Rizzo. And Reese Hoskins. And Sean Murphy. Next auto is a Zach for the Mariners. Another one for the AL West. On that one, which again, AL West goes to Christopher. Go. Then you got Eddie Rosario Twins. 3 more packs, then we move on to the second master box. First up, Aquino Reds. And Grisham Padres. Then Max Meyer Miami. And Gratterall Dodgers. Then Iced Al Wander Franco for the Rays. And the AL East going to Daniel. There we go, Daniel, AL East. And Cody Bellinger, Dodgers. 2 more. You're going to have Austin for the Reds. Garrett, White Sox. Casey, Detroit. Luis Robert on the franchise favorites for the AL Central. There we go, Luis Robert. And Jorge for the Marlins. last one. Then we'll get to that second master box. And you got Jodell, Angels. Christian for the Braves. Power producers, Bryce Harper. Next, auto, Garrett Mitchell. And that's number 8 of 150 for the NL Central. NL Central belongs to, you guessed it, Christopher. There you go, Garrett Mitchell on that one. And then Dylan for the White Sox. Okay, second and final master box. 2 more mini boxes, 4 more autos, 60 more cards, 12 more packs. Any way you want to slice it and dice it, that's what remains in this break. There we go, the 6 packs from this mini box. Numero uno. Starts off with Lacey Royals. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tatis Jr. Franchise 2020 Nolan Jones Cleveland. More franchise 2020 Jeter Downs Red Sox. And then Mookie for the Dodgers. Robert Hassel San Diego. Bobby Witt Jr. Royals. Freddie Freeman Atlanta. Franchise favorites Ed Howard. Then Miguel Cabrera Detroit. Third pack. The autos in this one. We got Brendan McKay for the Rays. Spencer Torkelson. Our first Torkelson of the break. There you go. And franchise 2020 J.J. Bleday for Miami. Here's the auto. It's going to be Max Meyer for Miami as well. The NL East. NL East going to Daniel. There we go. And Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. Tris Moss. Here you have Rodriguez Mariners. Franco Rays. Mike Trout 101 of 250 for the AL West. There we go, Mr. Trout. And you got Justin Dunn. Iced out rookie there. For Seattle. Here we go with Juan Soto, Nationals. 2 more to go, and then we'll get to the final mini box. We do have 1 more auto between one of these 2 packs. You got Justin Verlander here starting off this one. And Dylan Carlson, Cardinals. Royce Lewis, Twins. Fernando Tatis Jr., Austin Meadows. So that must mean that the auto is going to be in this pack. And they'll move to the last mini box. You're going to have Matt Chapman. Francisco Lindor, who's now in New York. Power producers Aristides Aquino for the Reds. And the next auto is going to be Antonio Capello for the Yankees in the AL East. AL East going to Daniel. So Daniel with back-to-back autos. One for the NL East, then the other for the AL East. There you go. You got Tim Anderson for the White Sox. Last 6 packs, y'all. 2 more autos to be had. There we go. Oh, totally missed the trash can that time. That's all right. First up, Trey Mancini, Orioles. And Shohei Ohtani. Ooh, what a day he had yesterday. And almost a scary collision. Well, not almost a scary collision. It was a scary collision. But it almost was more serious than so far what they've reported. Thank goodness it wasn't. Garrett Cole, franchise 2020 Robert Passon, A's. And then Max Scherzer, Nationals. 5 more. Starts off with Chris Bryant for the Cubs. JD Martinez, Red Sox. Jose Altuve. Molina, Cardinals. And the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. Franchise favorites, Riley Green, Detroit. and Anthony Rendon for the Angels. Guessing we're going to have an auto in this one. Looks like we are. First off, you got iced out there, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the NL East, which belongs to Mr. Daniel. There you go. And our auto is going to be for the NL West, Patrick Bailey for the Giants. NL West going to Michael. There you go, Michael. And lastly, Bo for the Blue Jays on the Bo rookie. For Daniel in the AL East. 3 more. Starts off with Kyle Lewis for the Mariners. Going to Christopher in the AL West. There you go. There you got Houston Orioles. You got Brendan McKay, Ricky with the good old US of A right behind him. For the AL East, for Daniel. And also you have Jason Dominguez, franchise 2020. Casey, franchise 2020. And Mauricio Dubon for the Giants. Dos más. Starts out with Nick York, Red Sox. Jesus, A's. Nate Pearson, Blue Jays. Franchise favorites, Bobby Witt Jr., Royals. And Reed for the Angels. Okay, here we go. That means the last auto should be in this pack. And it is. Let's find out who's it going to be. Starting off with Starling Marte from Miami. Patrick Bailey. Power producers Robert Hassel. And the auto's going to be... Ooh, Ronald Acuna Jr. Stand up one time. Mr. Hassel there for San Diego. Daniel snatching an on-card. Ronald Acuna Jr. auto. For the NL East. Very nice one there, Daniel. And then lastly, you have Mackenzie Gore for San Diego. Okay, I do appreciate y'all filling that break. Get that down to the site and post it up on YouTube.